If you live long enough, you will get heart disease. That may sound dramatic, but it's the truth most people don't realize. Heart disease isn't something that just happens when you're old. It's something that's quietly building right now. In your 20s, your 30s, even before you ever feel a symptom. Heart disease at its core isn't one single event. It's a slow, decades-long process that starts in the walls of your arteries, those tiny blood highways that feed your heart, brain, and every organ in your body. Over time, they become damaged. And once that process begins, it never really stops. So how does it start? Not from a single cheeseburger. Not from missing a few workouts. It begins with inflammation, a silent, invisible irritation in your blood vessels. When you eat foods high in trans fats, refined sugar, or processed oils, those molecules trigger tiny chemical reactions inside your arteries. Your body tries to repair the damage, but in doing so, it lays down a thin layer of cholesterol, like patching a crack in a wall. That patch hardens, thickens, and slowly builds into plaque. Now here's the scary part. This process can start in childhood. Autopsies on teenagers and young adults, even those who looked healthy, have shown early plaque buildup in their arteries. By the time most people are 30, those tiny cracks can already be forming. So yes, heart disease isn't an old person's problem. It's a lifelong one. Every time you smoke, eat fried foods, or stay sedentary, you're adding fuel to that invisible fire. But there's more to the story. We used to think cholesterol was the main villain. Now, research shows it's actually inflammation that sets the stage, and cholesterol just fills the gap. That means managing stress, sleep, and blood sugar are just as critical as diet. Let's talk numbers for a second. According to the CDC, heart disease kills one person every 33 seconds in the U.S. That's roughly 700,000 people every year, more than all cancers combined. Even more alarming, about half of adults already have some form of arterial plaque, and most have no idea. But here's the part nobody tells you. Heart disease isn't sudden. It's predictable. And that means it's also preventable. If you've ever noticed your heart beating fast after a stressful day, that's your body sending a signal. When you don't sleep enough, your blood pressure rises. When you skip exercise, your arteries stiffen. And when your diet is low in fiber and antioxidants, your blood becomes thicker and stickier. All of these small choices build up over time, creating the perfect storm for a heart attack or stroke. So, what can you do right now to fight back? First, move. Even 30 minutes of brisk walking a day lowers your risk dramatically by improving blood flow and reducing inflammation. Second, focus on real food. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, fish, olive oil, nuts, and legumes, they're not just healthy, they're anti-inflammatory. They help your blood vessels heal instead of hurt. And third, manage stress like it's medicine. Because it is. Meditation, good sleep, time outdoors, all reduce the stress hormones that damage your arteries. Heart disease doesn't always start with pain. Sometimes it starts with fatigue, or shortness of breath, or simply nothing at all. That's why it's called the silent killer. By the time symptoms appear, the damage has often been building for years. But remember this. Just because it starts early doesn't mean it has to end badly. Modern medicine has come a long way. Stents, medications, and lifestyle interventions can slow or even halt the disease's progress. You can't erase the plaque that's already there, but you can stop it from growing. And in many cases, you can stabilize it so it never causes harm. So, the message isn't to live in fear. It's to live with awareness. The choices you make in your 20s and 30s will decide how your heart performs in your 60s and beyond. Eat real food. Move your body. Sleep deeply. Because the truth is, heart disease isn't waiting for old age. It's waiting for an opportunity. You don't have to give it one. If you found this video eye-opening, hit the like button, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more science-based insights on how to protect your body from the inside out. Because understanding your body is the first step to saving it.